We went way back, grew each other up. I'd make the mess and my BF was my cover up. We went through it all, I'd trip and fall and he stood me up. So let me tell y'all about two best friends before one found true love. In elementary school together, no one else in our huddle, but we be having so much fun, not caring if no one else noticed us. Fast forward to middle school drama, both stubborn, so heads butt. Principal sentenced us to peak, and we being that cool as ever. Yeah, me and my dude just be bugging. We be in mathematics class chatting. Teacher singled me out, now I got Wednesday school. And actually, I could have been a rat and tattled, but the trait of a snitch was nowhere to be found in my stature. So yes, y'all, in after school detention, I was cast due to the fact of placing all the blame on others. My best friend's master, staring out the window. Salty cause all I hear outside is fun time and laughter, and I'm in here on lockdown, can't even breathe without asking. The bell rings and I spring up out of my seat to the street to see my BF met me thereafter. That was my dog, and that day he taught me some acting so I could go home and put on a show, and Mom Dukes would never know what really happened. That's what best friends do. All day, every day. You couldn't catch me without my homemade. Being around him so much began to transform the old me. To a point it was like I cloned him, and I would go home and my own mother didn't know me. You see, we went way back. Grew each other up. BF said, we young, but it's time to be grown-ups. So I'll be in church on Sunday with my family, but best friend never came with us, which was something quite honestly I didn't think too much of, cause in my mind, church was all about sitting down and standing up, and half the time I was sleeping, the other half I was playing tic-tac-toe, reaching in my sandwich bag to grab a handful of Cocoa Puffs. Just daydreaming, thinking what my best friend was doing. Meanwhile, missing out on what the pastors, the deacons, and the Holy Spirit was doing. I mean, all around me, voices is lifting and bodies is moving, and there I was, not off, showing I thought it was useless. So I get home from church and I'm on the porch, my BF telling me about this new chick he's pursuing. Needless to say, my BF was a major influence. We fast forward to high school, macking, throwbacks and jeans sagging, girls with rings on every finger, swearing they actresses. My BF had them all, he even introduced a few to his mattress, and me trying to compete, I'm like, hey, get a violinist some action. So he passed some, cause that's what best friends do. You know, thinking about it, I should have called my homie Boastful Jackson, always telling me about how much money he spent at the mall, copping Ralphie this and Ralphie that, cause it gotta match his Ralphie hat and coordinate with his Ralphie slacks, falling ever so flawlessly upon his Ralphie shoes, and here go me looking like, ooh, wait, what are you doing to get all of this, dude? And he replied, whatever it takes. And competitive old me translated that into getting better grades, cause I knew if I brought home an A, my mama loved me so much she'd give me anything I asked for, even if that meant skipping out on the bill she knew she had to pay. See, in my world, bright skies, life is great, even if it was at the expense of turning someone else's gray. I'm looking down in my gear like, shit, I'm fresh, man. I had to have the latest to compete with my best friend. But we all know times pass and seasons change. Bright skies turn to rain. Congratulations turn to pain. And self-glory it turned to shame. My BF expressed sorrow. I told him, you can lean on me, I'm your best friend. He say, word? I say, word. He say, best friend question. When questioned, would you take my word over the next man? And I told him, yes, man. With no question, no hesitation. Not even thinking, what if my family was in the equation? You see, crazy is what it drove me, and wild is what it ran me. Cause in my mind, it was better to run with than to be ran over. Stampede, but lately, that's cramping my style up. In other words, it's a tug on the man that God wanted me to be. But you see, this is where it gets deep, cause we went way back. And we grew each other up. Time exposes all, and I started to notice a cover-up. BF, you only wanted to use me. You knew I would give it all up for you. That's why you picked me. You knew I wanted to be the best at everything, so you tried to use that trait against me. We talked through the tough times and you were honest through and through. But it came to a point where something inside of me spoke and said, this, you two can no longer do. And being lost and confused, not knowing what to do, cause something just told me to leave behind the only friend I ever knew. My BF, he knew me oh so well, and that can go two ways. So when I cut that first way off, he started throwing low blows my way. He started bringing up my family, about how everything wasn't always peachy. Mom's holding down 3, never thought all the fathers would leave. But then that something spoke inside of me again saying, don't listen to him. She did a superb job. Look at the man you grew to be. I used to think of my best friend as the perfect listener. He was always attentive to what I was saying, and his replies never blatantly exposed his ulterior motives. So in my mind, talking to him about anything was easy. But 2 years ago, when I told him I found truth and love in Jesus Christ, I noticed something about that made him uneasy. I mean, I'm so excited telling him like, man, this is the way to go. His lips uttered, let's go, but his eyes screamed, no. And for the first time ever, I saw my best friend as fold, and his shoulder became cold, and no poker face he folded. You see, we went way back, and we grew each other up. But the more I sought after God, the more true love exposed what I needed to give up. So with the Holy Spirit in me and my heart reborn, I looked right in his eyes and said, hip hop, we can't be best friends no more.
Yep. Hip hop will die, rap will survive. Hip hop will die, rap will survive. Hip hop will die, rap will survive.
For real?
Yeah.
Why you look at me with the cue?
Well, first I wanted you to come in, and then I was like,
Okay, go again.